please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Wow, I'm glad he put this out. Okay, here is just one small example of their dishonesty at work. So this is from ByLine.com. Okay, Meghan in the car park, anatomy of royal news story. Newspaper publish falsehood because there is nothing to stop them. And this example shows that that's no accident. Checking browser. Okay, there's two parts to this. Alright, so here, Meghan and the car park, anatomy of the royal news story. Okay, on 12 April this year, the front page headline of The Sun was "Not in Meg Backyard." The report began, Prince Harry and Meghan have infuriated royal household staff at Windsor by banning them from using a car park. I remember hearing that, because it overlooked their new home. The allegation was false. Only 7% of population say they will trust a Sun journalist to tell the truth. Who cares about royal car parks? Conversation. And although this particular front page fiction happened to have been about royalty, the next one could be about you or me or anyone else. So it matters. Here is what happened. Before publication, the day before the report appeared, the Sun told royal household it was working on a story about Prince Harry and his wife banning staff from the car park. In response, a representative of the couple stated that although the arrangement for us of the car park had changed, that decision had nothing to do with the Sussexes. Wow. Why did the Sun think otherwise? No documents, no name source, just an unnamed person vaguely described, and even by the Sun's own account, this person did not actually state as fact that Prince Harry and his wife imposed the alleged ban, merely that we can only assume it was them. Jesus Christ. The Sun went ahead and published a front-page lead story presenting the allegation against the couple an outrage term. So I'm gonna try to put some side notes on the screen, so be on the lookout for them. And I pretty much is what I was thinking as I was reading the article. So I decided to share it with you. It's nothing major, so just be on the lookout for them. 3 headlines, a picture, caption, and 2 paragraphs appears across the front page, and a further 3 headlines and 2 more paragraphs on page 7. Not in Meg's backyard. And there's this here, parking ban for staff near home. Jesus. So they pretty much left the negative front page for like one day. But the following day, they knew what they posted was wrong. The following day, to correct themselves, they go, I believe, page 7. They went and put a small note to correct themselves, saying that, oh, what they did for the front page the other day or the day before is wrong. So the problem is why they didn't put it in the front page as well. So when it's buried in the middle of the article, page 7, most likely people will not even see it. And I'm pretty sure it's at a small font. So it seems like when the Sussexes saw the changes that was made, but not in the same manner the original false claim was made, they contacted the newspaper to, why don't you put it in the front page the same way you did it the previous day? So they didn't want to do it. So I think the Sussexes brought it up to IPSO, and IPSO sort of reject the Sussexes claim, because they felt like the newspaper did what was right by correcting themselves, and even though it was buried within the article or the newspaper, and most likely people will not see it the same way that they saw the original false claim. So yeah, if there was punishment, fine or jail time or something like that, they will not do that. And this is why so many young people are over there in the UK are committing suicide. It's crazy. They should not allow that. Newspaper go scot-free, and nothing to worry about. Business as usual. It is crazy. Okay, how was this justified? Prepare for some vintage IPSO doubles peak. The so-called regulators state The front page headline, "Not in Meg Backyard," was a play on word which did not in isolation suggest that the complaints were behind the changes in the car park. The key words here are in isolation. It's true that if you saw those 5 words out of context, you will struggle to find meaning in them, but IPSO knew they were not presented in isolation. They appear alongside a large photograph of the Duchess and a mugshot of her husband with a caption, "Ben, Harry, and Pregnant Meghan," and the article below, to which the reader's eyes were artfully drawn, began bluntly, "Prince Harry and Meghan have infuriated royal household staff at Windsor by banning them from using a car park." The message of the front page was that the couple were responsible for the supposed ban, but like Nelson, putting the telescope to his blind eye and saying, "I see no ships," IPSO Complaints Committee arbitrarily choose to view the headline in isolation and see no allegation at all. IPSO expressed its approval that the royal couple denial had been included in the Sun's report, taking no account of the fact that it was buried halfway down page 7. And finally, IPSO noted that the claim under complaint was not one of the personal nature about the complaints relating to their private or family life, but rather related to action relating to royal staff and the external affair of their official residence. The implication of this bizarre observation seems to be that the Sun should be less accountable for lies about royalty when the lies merely concern how they deal with their staff. Conclusion: consider that this means for the Sun there is almost no downside to publishing on its front page a story. All it has to do is satisfy IPSO is to mention the denial low down on inside page and sometime later after 1 paragraph correction at the bottom of page 2. How many times has the Sun done this, since it has every interest in putting sensational fictions? If they are doing this to a popular royal couple who have media teams and lawyers at their beck and call, and what are they doing to ordinary people who cross their path? What are they doing to innocent victims of tragedy, to young sports people and others who suddenly find themselves famous to friend and relative of the well-known? They trample over their lives, and yours may be next. I think I'm gonna make this 2 videos. This is insane. This guy is right on the money. It is insane. So here we see Bravo. So all these were old. Well, back then I wasn't really onto Twitter. So all these are old. And it's been on Twitter for a while and I just came across it. Unbelievable. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share, and let me know what you think. And I think this guy is right on the money.